This is something new for me. I know last time I did a video on Mr. Coach Baxter and I was holding up the iPad like this, checking it out. So this is hopefully a whole new format. I've managed to figure out some OBS software. In fact, I'm even trying to give the kid a shout out if I can. I don't know the guy. He's called Joe Barber. I don't know if you can see that, if that's going to focus or not. I'll put his details down below anyway. I shared him on Instagram. I am not a very tech savvy guy. I know how to use a camera. I know how to use a mic. And that's about it. And I do all my own editing. But I was struggling to figure out how to use this OBS software to make the reaction videos nice and clean and crisp for you guys. So this is going to be my first official one. And I'm going to start with Andrew Tate. Yes, I know this guy needs no introduction. I have been hearing about this guy non-stop, just like everybody else. What do you reckon to him? What's your opinion on him? I've never really made a public opinion on Andrew Tate. I am going to start today. I've had many comparisons drawn with Andrew Tate, believe it or not. None about the 150 million of the guys in the bank though. Not that one, but all the other ones I've had made. And I'm not a kickboxer as well, but the rest, the way I speak and all that bullshit. Anyway, I don't know, make your own judgment there. But that's what I keep hearing from certain people. Especially in the comments where, it's funny actually, I'm going to address this. I never addressed this before. When I'm making videos, whether it's this video, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, this is fucking me. If you know me, this is how I speak, this is me. I ain't putting no act on it. This is not for fucking social media, this is nothing. This is exactly how I speak. And a few people said, oh, this guy thinks he's trying to be top G, he's trying to copy Andrew Tate, he's going for the whole sensationalistic thing. Bro, listen, if you've been following me for a very long time, and I only recently started making videos, but you go way back into my Instagram, Facebook, wherever, I used to put up the most controversial, poking the bear comments I could fucking make. That's just my style of doing shit. And recently, with me starting online training, I needed more of a social media presence. Hence why I started making those videos. Now I don't need to explain myself to those people who know me. They can make the judgment. And I've made almost, fucking hell, how many? Maybe 300 to 500 pieces of content now. If I'm faking it for this long, with this tone of voice and my style, then I'm doing a fucking very good job. And if I'm trying to copy Andrew Tate, I'm fucking great. Because the guy is an absolute genius in my eyes. You know, a lot of people hate him. I don't agree with a certain couple of things that the guy says. And I'm going to expose my theory on exactly what has been going on with the Tate brothers. Now, first of all, this Vice documentary came to my attention. Somebody emailed it me. Sorry, email? Who the fuck says that? Email. Inboxed me. The Vice documentary. Said, give this a watch. I watched it and I thought some of it was good, obviously. But the documentary side of it was shit. The guy who makes these documentaries, Vice. Oh my God. When it comes to Vice, fucking hell. They make some bullshit documentaries, let me tell you that. They have made the worst documentaries, and I've watched a few of them in the past, and it's all hippie shit, to be honest with you. But who am I to judge? They're doing really well. I don't actually know on YouTube how big they are, but anyway, I can't be asked to fucking have a look. But they're very popular, and they have been for a very long time. I remember Vice, when they used to be making the crack cocaine documentaries of some crackhead, they follow some guy around, he's smacking up, and it was all a bit, oh my God, this is all taboo. We can't watch this on mainstream media, so we have to watch this here. Gang culture, all the kind of shit which kind of we grew up with. But to those people who don't know that this thing exists, it's for them to see, oh my God, there's actually this other world that does exist. Nothing fucking new to me. Anyway, Vice documentary, Andrew fucking Tate. Let's have a little watch, a little listen, so we can hopefully get this thing rolling.
Never heard of before.
Hopefully you can hear that.
Appear everywhere.
He did come out of nowhere, didn't he, really? No, out of nowhere.
Is an Anglo-American kickboxer turned influencer whose extreme misogynist videos have helped make him the most viral man.
I don't agree with that whole extreme misogynist videos. I mean, it's a good terminology for them to sell the documentary, for them to sell something, but totally taken out of context. We know, if you know Andrew Tate, the way I don't know the guy, but you know what I mean? If you follow him and you watch it and you have a fucking brain up there, and you're not just one of those woke virtue signaling arseholes that is just trying to pick up on any little thing out there just to make a comment or put somebody down on, then obviously you're going to think differently. You're going to think he is a misogynist. But He's a very fucking smart guy. And I just think that misogynist is just like a bit of a cop-out. And when he got arrested, it's everywhere. Rapist, misogynist. Nobody mentions he's a kickboxer. Nobody mentions he's an entrepreneur. Nobody mentions he was on, I don't know, Big Brother or these other shows. Nobody mentions anything. Rapist, misogynist. That's what they're trying to... I know he says the Matrix are after him. Do I believe that? I'm going to explain in just a moment.
Bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
On December 29th,
Totally
he and his brother were arrested by Romanian police as part of a rape and human trafficking investigation.
The Matrix has attacked me.
A few months before their arrest, I was in Romania trying to get access to their so-called secret society, the War Room.
The War Room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet.
By the way, I've never joined the War Room. I've never joined Hustlers University. It was now called The Real World. So I have no affiliate to any of this. I have not made any money off this. So, I'm a little bit open to it. I think what he's doing is great. And like they say, I think, what was the guy? CoffeeZilla. He made a doc. He does all the expose kind of, is this guy a scam? Is he not a scam artist? And he did this thing on Tate, and they were like, well, if you spent £50 on joining for a month, you're only making $2,000. You're not making 10 grand, or you're not making $1 million. Bro, if you spend $50 fucking dollars and you're making 2 bags a month from his methods, that's a full-time wage in the UK. That's £24,000 a year for sitting and doing something that you can enjoy, which you can then upscale. If imagine you join something, 50 quid, you join it, right? And immediately you're making £50. This is exactly what's happened. Sorry, not £50, you're making 2 grand. You're making 2 bags a month and you've only just signed up. What could you do in it? 6 months, 12 months, So I think from the testimonials I've seen, I think it's a good thing for people to join. I don't really need this. I do something different to this. But if you really want to learn how to make money, give it a fucking go. 50 quid, bro. The fuck's 50 quid? A pair of trainers ain't even 50 quid nowadays. You can't go out and treat your missus to a decent meal. If you're going to get a Chinese nowadays, it's 30 fucking quid. When I go to Akbar's, it's 30 quid minimum. I'm going to order some burgers and fries in a minute. Well, in a minute, in about 20 minutes when this video's over with. It's going to be 35 quid minimum. So what the fuck is 50 quid? It's the same fucking thing. Sorry, not $50, so it's like 35, 40 quid. So I would say purchase it.
Today. To get inside, I had agreed to endure a professional cage fight in Romania.
So rated for this guy to do that, but he's still a bit of a
along
mug.
with 100 Tate
He taps out
superfans.
straight
We
away.
shouldn't be slaves. We shouldn't be working 9-to-5 jobs. I need to
Correct.
I need to get better. I need to evolve. I'm
Correct.
not tough on myself. Nobody else will be. That's what I learned from Andrew Tate.
This chain, hold on to it.
He is
What I
spreading
found
a good
out-
message
My plan
overall.
was to sow anarchy.
Is that this recent arrest appears to be just the tip of the iceberg.
This is definitely a hit piece.
I don't care.
The real story
We've clearly conquered the internet.
began years ago.
There's not a single female complaining.
Do you think there's not a single female complaining?
Have you seen one? Tell me.
My ex-boyfriend was radicalized by
That's
education.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Sweet, and I guess vulnerable.
People have used that radicalized. Listen, I'm Muslim. If you want to talk about radicalized, people have used that cop out for fucking God knows how long. I got radicalized by this book. I got radicalized by... No one got radicalized by anything. You got radicalized by yourself for being a fucking idiot. That's how you get radicalized. No one gets radicalized from somebody else. That's on you. So you can't blame Andrew Tate for, talking about his, hardships or the hardships of men and how men need to start being men and getting out there. Pretty much, what men need nowadays. Man up.
People don't know what he's done.
Actors. You tell me, right? You are going to go to a millionaire's 6'5", good looking, in shape, mansion. 6'5" guy. It's worth 100 million. What exactly do you think you're going to his mansion for? To look at the fucking paintings? To walk around? See his pool? You know exactly what you're getting yourself in for. It's like some news broke out about Dan Bilzerian. Oh, some of the girls don't get paid. So fuck. The fact that you're in his Snap stories, that is it. Just the fact that you're in his Snapchat or his Instagram stories is him paying you. Because the guy's got so many followers and you know exactly why you're going there. This is the thing what I don't understand about, when, I don't want to say it on here, but when they say this thing happened to them, what the fuck did you think you were going there for? Like, I've got something to say about the R. Kelly situation as well, when the girls were in the house. What do you think you were there for? What exactly do you think you was there for? I have a daughter. You think I'm going to let my daughter go to R. Kelly's house? You think I'm going to let my daughter go to Tate's house? The fuck do you think goes on in there? So you know what they're going there for. And then when that thing happens, oh, you want to fucking cry. And this is another thing as well, which he gets slated for. He says women, victims, have to bear some sort of responsibility for what happened. I don't agree with him with that. But I am just saying, if you're going to put yourself in those situations, this is what happens. I've been working in nightclubs for a very, very long time. I've seen people get stabbed. I've seen people get shot. I myself have been fucking shot at. That's another story. I'm going to explain that on another day. And it's happened twice. But if I didn't put myself in those situations, guess what? It wouldn't fucking happen. If I'd not worked in nightclubs, I'd not seen people get stabbed. If people don't go to those kind of nightclubs that are well known for that, imagine you're working in a nightclub, right? And there's a night that's kicking off, some rappers coming down, and the security are like, right guys, rather than 8 guys tonight, we're going to need 25. The fuck do you think is going to happen? You know what's going to happen, bro. You know what's going to happen. So when we used to work the doors, and it used to be like, normally on a night, let's say a normal night, you earn £100 a night. Yeah, that's what the wages were back then. 8 hour shift, something like that, £100. I think it was 6.5 hours, £100. 15 quid an hour-ish, something like that. Some guys were on 20. And all of a sudden you get a call and you say, right guys, there's a night going on down the road. And tonight you can get paid double. You know why you're getting paid double. There's the fucking reason why you're getting paid double. So this is the point I'm trying to say. Same situation going to Andrew Tate's house. Or, I'm not saying to do that, but I'm just giving you an example, the whole Dan Bilzerian thing. If you are going to go there, you know what goes on. You can't then, and I know people are saying consent is consent, but where do you think that is going? Do you think he has a shortage of girls? Do you think there's a shortage of people on Instagram that he needs to pick you? That you are the girl that he needs to pick to take to his mansion? No. These guys are the top 0.01%. They can get any fucking girl they want. In fact, there's a statistic on Tinder that I read recently that the top 5% are shagging 80% of the women, which tells me there's 95% of guys that ain't even getting a fucking swipe, And there was another statistic that said if you had a Rolex watch in your picture or a car in your picture, you're more inclined to get a swipe. So we all know this fucking shit happens, right? Now, going about Andrew Tate situation, I'm going to move fast forward the story a little bit. So these girls, Moldovan, Romanian girls, have come out and said he held us hostage and he raped us. This is the story that's kind of being released everywhere at the minute, right? Now, I have worked in brothels. That's another fucking story right there. Okay? Yes, in the UK they are. I don't know if they're legit or not, but I've worked in there. And I worked with predominantly Romanians. And guess where Andrew Tate lives? Romania. So I know the psyche of those women, exactly those women he's talking. Not a normal girl. Just not a normal Romanian girl who you'd meet, you go out on a date with. I've met normal Romanian girls as well. Very nice, polite, just like any other girl would be. But when you meet these kind of Romanian girls, like when I talk about brothel, I mean girls that are obviously selling sex. Back in those days, this was before maybe webcam was around those days, but OnlyFans definitely wasn't. So I don't know about webcam. It might have been. So I think this is when Tate was kind of starting to do it as well. And I was working in brothel. He was online doing his shit. So anyway, very similar starting point there. But I didn't get paid nowhere near as much as that. It was just a fucking security job, looking after the girls. And what I used to see was very alarming. So I used to think that these girls needed the pee, like the strippers, the spearmint rhinos. They've got a kid to support. from a broken home. This is what happened. This is what fucking happens. And no, actually, it wasn't that. What it was, the boyfriends and the husbands of these Romanian girls used to come in the car, drop the girls off outside. The girls used to come in, get changed in the underwear, bikini, you know, the high heels, the stripper heels as you call them. And then they used to do the biz. 10, 15 a night. Just random guys, takeaway workers, restaurant workers, taxi drivers, guys who just finished a fucking night out and didn't get no action. They all used to come to the brothel. Yeah, I'll have her, I'll have her, I'll have her. And that's exactly what happened. At the end of the night, these girls were battered. In fact, most of them walked in battered, but at the end of the night, they were battered. A big soggy fucking mess down there. You know what I'm talking about. And at the end of the night, 4 a.m., it used to be last entry. 5 a.m., the girls were ready to go home. Guess what happened? They weren't going home in taxis and it weren't me dropping them off. Their boyfriends and husbands used to come bang outside after they've been to the fucking casino, pick up their fucking wives and girlfriends and take them home. This is, I don't know if it's their culture. I don't know if this is a very common, I mean, this is a very common thing. You see, prostitution in different countries is very different. When you go to Thailand, and this is going to be a prostitution video now, I'm going to explain this, right? When you go to Thailand, you have two types of girls. One girl works in a bar, you pay her bar tab, you take the girl home, you go. The reason why you pay a bar tab is because as she's working outside a bar, in order for her to drag in the punters, she has got to look nice and pretty. Guys are going to be like, whoa, let's go to this bar because I think I've got a chance with this girl. He's going to come in, buy drinks from the bar, the barman makes money, the girl makes money, it's great. The second she now goes with you, the attraction to the bar is gone because all the bars are fucking same. So the barman takes that fee off the girls. Listen, you need to get the client to pay me. So I'm good for the night. You go and do your business and you're secure and safe because I'm protecting you. He's not like the pimp, but that's kind of how it works in Asia. The other girls are the freelance. They work out on the street. They take more of a risk. They're on Tinder. They're on other apps as well. And it's like, yo, this is the price. Boom, boom, boom. You go back to theirs. You do your biz. Now they stay with you. They don't stay with you. You have short time, long time, whatever the situation is. And you go your merry way and she goes her merry way. That's how it works. In Eastern European countries, there is something called a pimp. That is with those girls are all fucking time. Even when you go to Amsterdam, there's always a pimp outside. You know, when you walk around certain countries, especially Russia, there's a pimp. You know, the guy comes and even I'm going to say this as well. If you go to somewhere like Pakistan, there's a pimp. I've been to parties in Pakistan. The guys, you ring the guys up. You don't ring the girls up in Pakistan. You ring the guys up. It's not Thailand. You ring the guys up. The pimp comes. These are the girls. You pick the girls you want. The girl spends the night, she stays there. You agree with the fee with the pimp, not the girl. That's the difference. Thailand's different, Pakistan's different. Russia's different, Bulgaria's different. Fucking, I'm going to act like a bloody sex expert over here, but trust me, I know this shit. Don't ask how, just listen. And Romania, I know exactly how Romania is, even though I've never been. I know the mentality, I know the culture, I know how it works. So Tate had these girls working for him. I know he goes on about, oh, Moldovan girls are so pretty, and so this, listen. The reality is, those guys like fucking those kind of girls. So they moved to that country. Were they going to pay off the government? Come on, let's be realistic. They weren't paying off no fucking government. Simple as. It's just not reality. It's not happening. Okay, not going to pay off a government. Because the other government from the other country, they're always going to outpay you. They're going to outbid you. So it's not going to happen. Yeah, you get away with a parking ticket and shit like that. Minor. You know, you have a fight in a nightclub. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. These guys are cool. Leave it to that. That shit can happen. I agree. No problem, right? Now, what's happened is they've gone to this other country. They've used the lover boy tactic, which is make the girl fall in love with them. And then the girl's yours. You pimp her out. OnlyFans, here, there, whatever. They did OnlyFans. But not OnlyFans. They did online only. They didn't do the whole prostitution. They did OnlyFans. The webcam business. Now, I'll give you an example. Pakistan lover tactic. You meet a girl. And because it's an Islamic country, you have to get the girl to run away with you. Now, when that girl runs away with you, you convince her, look, I love you, this, and shit. She runs away with you, you fuck off, you chip to another city, she settle down with you. You then drop her off to a couple of lads and say, listen, you know, we need to make some money. Let's just do this for a little bit. Now she's done that, she's in that world, she's had a couple of bangs here and there. She can't go home, bro. That's tarnished goods. That's an insult to the fucking family. If she goes home in that culture, the dad will take out a fucking shotgun and boom, it's game over. So now she's in that cycle. It's a horrible fucking world. It fucking exists. It exists, okay? It's very out in the open if you are in those circles. I'm not saying I'm in those circles of human traffickers or fucking rapists. I just know a thing or two. That's the fucking reality of the world. It's not nice. I know you can go to Dubai and see the Burj Arab, the Burj Khalifa, and Dubai Mall, and all these nice things. Listen, there's more prostitutes in Dubai than anywhere else in the fucking world. Anywhere else in the world, there's more prostitutes there than anywhere. I will guarantee you that now. And if you've been to Dubai, you know what I'm talking about. Now, Dubai is a complete different fucking world. I'm just going to say porta potty girls, and if you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, right, so that's how the prostitution demographic works, geographically, okay? I'm not sound like a fucking expert about this, but I am, okay? So, what's happened with Tate is, Tate's thought he's had these girls on board, which are Moldovan and Russian and Ukrainian and Romanian. And they worked for him, and he thought, this is the lover boy tactic, they're in love with me, not knowing that the girls are actually with the top G. Unfortunately, in this case, it wasn't him. It was a big Russian mafia boss. And now Tate is fucking world famous. Those guys are like, isn't that the guy you used to work for? Yes, it is. Right. Let's go to the fucking police. Or we contact him and we ask him for some rants, or we ask him for a payment. And there must have been many out-of-court settlements for Tate that we don't know about. It's a dark and dirty, grimy cesspit, that world. It's disgusting, right? Things you wouldn't even believe happen. I know this. I've worked the world. I know exactly. I worked here for a good 2 years. I ran the fucking joint. It is this things you could never imagine have happened in places like that. And I'm on about 2 places where I've worked, just 2. Imagine you go out to Romania, exactly where it all fucking happens. So you can imagine the kind of shit that goes on there. So I believe Tate's paid off a few people. They've thought, no, this guy's, you know, they've gone to the, so to a couple of girls, he said, no, fuck you. I ain't paying you off. You've got fuck all on me. They've gone to the feds. Now, the guys out there, the real dons, the real top Gs have said, listen, we want this guy. So they've obviously got him, they've grabbed him, they put him in prison. Now there's some sort of ransom negotiation going on now. That's what I believe personally. I believe right now they're negotiating, they're saying, listen G, you talk about this 100 mil, we need a little bit off here, otherwise we're going to seize the fucking lot. So right now there's negotiating. How much he's going to have to pay, I don't know. I believe he will pay, I believe he will get out there. And the advice to take, I would say, get on the next jet to Dubai and stay the fuck out of the country that you like shagging those girls. If you like Romanian girls so much, fly them out, bro. There's loads in Dubai. There's loads in Saudi. There's loads all over the world. If you like that type, go somewhere safe. You talked about living in Thailand for a very, very long time. Go live in Thailand, bro. You're not going to get that kind of shit. The Thai women aren't like that. The Asian women aren't like that. It's not what happens. So my advice to them brothers, both of them, they've already kind of set base in Dubai. Get out there. So the matrix that they're talking about, I don't exactly believe it's that matrix that everybody's referring to. The people who I'm talking about, who I'm referring to, that were on, E Island. I don't want to say the name in case I get fucking blocked or barred or cancelled from here. We know those people on E Island. I don't think they're part of that crew. I understand he got deplatformed because he kind of started to speak about the E Island lot. And they were like, yo, don't go there. Don't go there, G. So they might have some sort of influence through the matrix to get to him in that sense. But overall, I believe he made some mistakes. We all do. It happens. That's life. I've made mistakes. They made mistakes. This shit happened. I don't believe they're going to go to prison. I think hopefully they'll come out. I am a supporter of Tate. I do like the message he's spreading. Yes, I think some of the things that he said have been taken out of context. I don't believe any of that misogynistic shit that he said is for real. It just doesn't make no sense. He's a very intelligent guy, really clever guy, plays chess. I'm a big chess player if you know me as well. So I like the whole traits about that. You know, the way the guy is, the way I see him, I think, you know what, there's a lot for me to take off him. And I've learned a lot from him, just watching him, thinking, you know what, this is a guy who's got it fucking screwed on. And the one thing that I have noticed with him that I do take on board myself a lot is the whole social media presence. I'm on here now because I see it does work. So I'm here to grow. Please, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, share this video out. And now, I don't know how long we've gone there. I've kind of blabbed on talking about Tate and my opinions. But let's talk about this documentary. Let's get to the rest of it. See what else there is to see over here. So, I'm just going to show you one bit. Now, you can see he's got
Yeah, I can give you a quick tour. I can't show you a lot of it.
a nice
lot of
mansion.
it's like off limits, but I can show you some of it. Gee, come bite then. Show them how scary you are.
Is this the normal level of security you have for your house every day, or is this just for us?
This
or?
is the normal level of security I have in my house every day. I am prepared for all eventualities. It's better to be paranoid. I kind of like cars.
When you're that
I can
famous,
tell,
you need
yeah.
it.
This door leads
Just
to...
the cars alone.
I
Just
can't
the
take
cars
you in there.
alone need
That's
security.
classified. Up on there, I can't take you in there either. It's classified. You do know if you go
No.
to any off-limit areas like security, you're going to intercept. So when I point classified, I'm basically saying don't make them put a gun in your face.
I think he's just making
TV,
that
which I
up.
never watch. World title belts. I was 4-time kickboxing world champion.
And what's this painting over here?
That's my brother.
Who else lives here? Is it just you?
No, I live here with my brother.
I like how the painting of Tristan is holding a phone. So whoever's painted it has painted the phone in his hand as well. Not very
Other
classic.
competitive men. I don't have loser friends. I like sitting down with people and discussing
True,
how
I
we
rate
can make
that.
money from the conflict in Ukraine. That's what I enjoy. I don't want to talk about TV.
I know about saying that though, bro.
Interesting. Okay,
I
cool.
don't know about
Hi, by
saying
the
that.
way. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Matt.
See, the guy shouldn't be doing that.
Georgia, good to
You
meet
see,
you.
there's another thing, let me point out. You know, if you're in Thailand and you're with some girls or you're in other countries, not the fucking UK, not America, you don't need to introduce your girls to somebody, especially a news reporter or your friends. The girls will just sit there quiet. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not here to talk to you. You're not here to talk to them. You don't have to introduce. I know some people in certain cultures, it might be rude to do that. But you don't have to go into a room and just because there's somebody there say, oh, by the way, this is fucking Mr. Vice guy. Let me introduce you to every single person. He's probably got 30 people in the house from what we've seen. There's 2 guys sat behind on the screens as well. You can see over there. I just think that this guy, it's a bad approach. He's very awkward. The girl is facing that way. She's not even... If she was turned around looking at these guys while they were talking, while Tate was showing him what's going on, I understand. Look at her body language. She's having to turn around to do this. So this kid, what the fuck was he doing, man?
What are you up to, Georgia? Working.
And see how Tate grabs him and says, "Listen, bro, that's none of your fucking business, G. Come over here. What are you up to, Georgia?" What the fuck is it to him, bro? I get he's a news reporter, I get the way he's doing, but that's just bad. You're going into someone's house. Have some fucking respect.
The woman I'm trying to speak to, Georgiana Noghill,
Here we
would
go.
also later be arrested with Tate in December,
And now she's released as well.
accused of assisting him in his human trafficking operation. Hey, how's it going? Hi. Hey, how are you? What are these guys up to?
Conquering the world, my friend.
Through what means?
I run Hustlers University, which is...
I like what he's doing, the whole conquering the world thing. I get it. He's made loads of accounts. He's uploading everywhere and anywhere he can fucking find some sort of social media. It's up there, it's out there. And that is why everybody, me included, has heard about Andrew Tate. Because the guy's a fucking genius. Marketing.
Online educational platform in the world. We've grown extremely fast. We have 110,000 students inside of a year.
Last I heard, he had 200,000.
For $49 a month,
people.
Andrew Tate's online
You do the
Hustlers
maths.
University promises to teach his millions of
2 million
followers the
a month.
secrets of modern wealth creation, from
Hell of a
crypto
lot.
trading to drop shipping.
No big deal, just the biggest online school in history.
Is this a sharp sword or is it kind of a decorative sword?
I did a Tate speech about why I have this sword. A Tate speech is like my YouTube channel, Tate Speech.
Yeah.
And I talked about how the #1 problem with the world is that not enough men walk around their houses
To
with
be honest with you,
swords.
I really don't know why Tate let this guy into the house. He looks like a fucking snake. His body language, everything is just bad.
That's up there for sure.
Andrew's invited his mate on our show without my consent. I'm just going to have to bite my tongue and listen to you guys talk most of this emergency meeting. Otherwise, I'm going to walk off. So,
Matt, can you introduce yourself? Tell him about your singing career. Tell him.
He smelt a rat. Tristan's a very smart guy. He's the younger brother of Andrew. He smelt a fucking rat straight away.
From, etc.
Yeah, so I'm actually not a folk singer at all in
What?
the slightest. No, sorry.
What?
are you calling my brother a liar?
You lied to me.
Case, yes.
Let me ask.
I like how they do this. This is the banter that I've been speaking about where grown men, like myself, and the younger generation need to have. If you don't have this banter, this is what happens.
Question. Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people?
That is a
Have
good
you
one.
seen? No, I haven't seen the clown that hides the gay.
That is
You've
a good
never
one.
seen him.
No, is he here somewhere?
Strange. Well, yeah, he's right here. I see him.
I see him.
All right, let's be nice to our vice.
I don't know if you heard that. Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people? Yep, I see him all the fucking time. Because he hides from gay people.
So let me be nice to him before he does a hit piece.
This is definitely a hit piece. I've warned my brother that this is a setup, and this is what
I don't care.
And you
I'm
didn't care.
uninterested. I've clearly conquered the internet. I'm clearly unstoppable. I'm like the board.
You've invited the liberal news media to come
They
talk
can
to
all
us.
come. Just because I'm wearing a gun, I'm violent.
The
That's how it
fucking
is.
guy's
Just like
got a
Nigel
gun
of the table
and a
I'm
knife.
champion, I'm violent.
If you are wearing a gun and you have knives, that does make you a little bit violent.
It makes no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Makes me security aware.
I don't
Said
want
it.
sing a song.
I haven't
Sing
said
like you
anything.
promised.
It's a
You
setup.
think I won't kick Vice out of my house. I
A
think.
few more minutes, or are we done with it?
No. You can sing now, or you're off the pod.
During an ad break, Andrew breaks character.
30-second break.
See?
Another 5 minutes. And we'll...
So he clearly says to him, look, you can come give it back a little bit. You know what we're trying to do here. He's a smart guy. He's a fucking genius, man.
Get you out of here. You can talk shit back. You can annoy us if you want.
Don't worry, no, I know. I'm just not very good at. I'm not very good at talking shit.
You're not very good at talking.
We've had a long career.
Period.
We have to do our normal broadcast.
Okay.
Kick him off the pod. Cool, man. Have fun, guys. Yeah.
Bro, this is going to be the worst documentary about us.
What they gonna
Ever.
say? What they gonna say?
Yes.
I don't know.
He has lots of cars and money. All the women love him. He's sexist. Oh no! Please don't put that on the internet. Who cares? Right? Whatever.
Within minutes of being on their show, the Tate content machine snaps into action. Oh yeah. Wow. Already.
Literally.
You promised to sing to me. If you think I won't kick Vice out of my house, you
So
can sing now.
I like how they do that. They got guys making content from non-fucking stop. This is why every time you open YouTube, you open Snapchat, or you open TikTok, whatever, the guy's fucking on it. Because he's got 100,000 people making reels for him non-stop, around the fucking clock. So the second something happened, boom, it was made into a short, reel was put on fucking the internet and everybody saw it. It was absolutely insane. I don't think anyone's ever done it before. I don't think it'll be replicated. I know a lot of people try to replicate it, but you need to have word of substance. If you can't speak, if you're one of those who stutter or say and ah and so in front of every single fucking sentence, nobody's going to want to watch your shit. That is why I think that take every little thing of Andrew Tate together that's been put out there for the past 10 years. This guy's honed it down. He's skillful. He knows exactly what's going on. When he's making a podcast, he knows when he's speaking, this is going to be a reel. This is going to be a reel. This is going to be a reel. Very, very, very fucking smart. I think it's amazing the way he does it. So anyway, this is going to be the first episode. I don't know what to call this. I'm just going to do a normal fucking video. I'm not going to call it shit, okay? If you guys want to see more stuff like this, please, 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 please watch more shit first and foremost. I need more watch hours. And hopefully this style of recording and talking is going to get a little bit better. I'll try not to talk as much. I'll let the documentary or the thing that I'm watching play out a little bit longer. I didn't really know what I was going to do today. I didn't know how I was going to play it out. Hopefully you guys like this style of me talking through something. And obviously fitness content is coming as well. But at the minute, I think I'm going to try and not branch out fully, but I'm going to make the odd video maybe twice a week that's just current affairs, okay? So this was the Andrew Tate one. My opinion on what exactly has been going on with Andrew Tate. People have asked me this literally every time I go out and, what do you reckon to Tate? And I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to make a fucking video about it. So I'm a Tate supporter. I think I fucking rate the guy. I think everybody can learn something from him. He's not misogynist. He's not a rapist. He's not a fucking human trafficker. He's not stupid enough to do shit like that. Remember, this guy's been in the public eye for a very long time. He was on Big Brother. He was on this show where they go around the world. And I remember seeing it. And I think he hurt his eye and went home. So he knows. He's very, how can I say this? Very trained when it comes to camera. Media trained. Let's say he's media trained. He's definitely media trained. He knows exactly what's going on. And he's had a long time to fucking, with laser accuracy, now he talks. Because he's done all those other shows. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. Hope you liked it. Please comment down below, like and subscribe.